Okay? And then another thing is, as a coach, I watched a coach go out there when they played the Warriors. He said, hey, I'm blaming the game one on Ant-Man because he didn't come with that energy. I respected it.
Yeah.
Now, coach, I'm happy you went up there and you said, yo, I blame myself because I didn't get Julius Randle the ball in the second half. He was the only one rolling. And then the last part, and I'm done with the take.
Yeah.
The bench players from Timberwolves, I'm taking them before I take the bench players from OKC. And they didn't give me nothing. Dante or Najee gave me anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna be. Y'all letting one game and y'all being the prisoners of the moment. Because I can see y'all next game. Y'all gonna be with y'all pom-poms. Did you see Ant-Man? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
The prisoner I am, and I think the Timberwolves are as well, is of stupidity.
Yeah, they play dumb
basketball. Because the Timberwolves play an incredibly dumb brand of basketball. Gobert, former Defensive Player of the Year. You can't afford to get 2 fouls in 3 minutes. McDaniels, you have the ability to be a lockdown defender, especially like Shady's talking about on Shea. You can't afford to foul out with 6-7 minutes remaining in that basketball game. And if you get 2 fouls early, now you out the game. The Timberwolves play a dumb brand of basketball. It's not like yesterday was a coincidentally dumb game. They're a dumb team.
Yeah.
That's why they were 1 game away from being in the play-in.
Yep.
Like, remember, they shouldn't even necessarily be here, you could suggest. Meanwhile, the Thunder were 19 wins better than the T-Wolves in the regular season. They are a better team. So it's not even, I disagree with Shady of the T-Wolves' athleticism and what they're capable of doing, but their incompetence on the basketball court, it completely hinders their physical ability.
This is what was so painful for me in saying the Timberwolves are better than the Lakers. The Timberwolves are better than the Warriors, right? And then I'm watching them play, and I'm like, why are you making these games close?
Yeah.
Why is this series more competitive than it should be? And the bottom line is because they only play to their best, I'd say 38, 39 minutes a game. And the other 8, 9 minutes is dumb basketball.
Yeah.
You can't afford that. Whatever you think about the Oklahoma City Thunder, how they were playing, they might have a bad possession or they might miss a rotation. But it happens once, and it doesn't happen the next time. Minnesota Timberwolves, multiple possessions or defensive stands where you go, wait a minute, somebody blew an assignment here. You cannot win in the playoffs, no matter how talented you are. You cannot win playing that way.
One last thing.
It was aggravating for me to watch.
I think I think this coaching message is going to be for going to game 2. Let's limit the fouls because we talk about McDaniels having fouls, talk about even Rudy having fouls, but Ant-Man had foul trouble too. And if you really watch, you keep talking about J. Will had a slow start. You know why he had a slow start? Ant-Man was in his face.
Yeah.
Right? The same thing you see him kind of with the Lakers, the way they was defending them dudes. So all I'm saying is if you stay out of foul trouble, I love the match with Ant-Man guarding J. Will, and I love McDaniels guarding SGA. I love that matchup.
But I gotta move because we have to move in.
He gotta move, dog.
Shady keep talking about. Ant-Man. Because Shady is selling me on a dream, and I'm tired of buying it, if I'm being honest.
Oh, you bought it already?
I put it in. You know what I mean? I put it in my bid. Shady been selling me on this Ant-Man dream, y'all, and I'm tired of buying the stock in it. No points in the fourth quarter yesterday. I would suggest a must-win game because the series can be over quickly. James, when you look at the game yesterday, how much blame do you think Ant-Man deserves?
I put a lot of blame on Ant-Man because Ant-Man's a star. And not only is Ant-Man a star, Ant-Man's a different star for this team. He's everything for him, emotional, the competitor. Like, they follow this dude, not just getting buckets, but they follow him wherever he goes. Emotionally, when he is pushing you from half court, the team feeds off of Ant's energy. He brings all that to the team. So when you don't take a shot or you take one shot in the fourth quarter and you don't have any points and you only finish the game with 18 points, a lot of the blame has to go to you. If Anthony Edwards does not average 30 points in this series, they're not going to have a chance. I'm just keeping it, but they're not going to have a chance. And then you go to the bench. And then you go to the other role players. Nah, come on. Najee, we can't be out there shooting 1 for 11. Like we need you. And I understand. I do like they bench. They do have good players. But we can't do that. Steven, come on. 3?
Wide open threes.
Okay.
3 for 20?
Yeah, between the two of them.
Yep.
Between the two.
Come on, man. Come on, you're not going to win a series like that. So he didn't have no help from his other role players neither. But when you seeing that type stuff, you can't have one shot in the fourth quarter. You got to have a takeover mindset. You're not going to win this series if you don't take this series over. It just ain't going to happen. So I put a lot of blame on that, and hopefully he comes out aggressive in games too.
I get confused, Shady and Slick, and I can't wait to hear y'all talk because Ant sometimes plays as if he doesn't understand the moment that he's in. Ant started the fourth quarter on the bench. You fully understand we're down by 8. Okay, we're down by 10. We're down by 12. The announcers are quite literally saying, I think in part to rest and recover so he can finish the whole rest of the way. Announcers were saying during the course of the game, like, okay, Ant needs to get back in while it's still in striking distance. He goes back in. I think it's an 11-point game at the time. He does nothing. Nothing. And the reason I'm vexed is I hate when best players try to claim the best playership without being the best player. Julius Randle has outplayed Ant-Man in like 5 of the last 6 games. He's outplayed Ant-Man more than he hasn't in the playoffs. And yet all I keep hearing about from my dog to my left, 2-5, and everybody in the basketball world is Ant-Man, Ant-Man, Ant-Man. But Randle been better than him. Time after time after time. Not one time, every single time. I have to put the blame on Ant-Man, man. I have to.
Yeah, I'm with you. But Ant-Man is the best player on the team.
Show it.
He's not only the best player on the team, what he gives them is not just what they can't get from anybody else. There's nobody close.
Yeah.
Right? They don't have another dribble penetrator who can break down defenses the way that he can. And the fact of the matter is, whether it was the ankle or the reason that I'm slow on blaming it all on the ankle is because I've seen Anthony Edwards be strangely passive when you need him to be aggressive at other times when he wasn't hurt. He took one shot in the paint. There was one shot in the paint by him in this game, and it would happen to be the one where he hurt his ankle. But he's so good. He's so dynamic, and maybe because I've seen some of the great players that he's played with turn an ankle in a game and come back and play. And yes, I watched Kobe Bryant in the finals against the Indiana Pacers. I think he had 2 sprained ankles. And Shaquille O'Neal gets fouls out, and he carries them to a win at the end of the fourth quarter and in overtime. I'm sorry, but if we're going to talk about Anthony Edwards the way that we do, I don't think it's unreasonable to expect him to be that kind of player, bad ankle or not. He had, his plus minus was a minus 23. That was the worst on the team. And I know what he's capable of, and he didn't come close to giving it to him. So for all those reasons, I have to put a lot of it on Ant, and I'm going to give some to the bench as well.
Yeah, I would blame Ant-Man, get some of this blame, right? He's a star player like you guys talked about, and he didn't really deliver in the first game, but it's the best out of 7, man. And I don't want to panic, right? I know a star when I see one. You know what? Y'all looking at one. I know one when I see one. The thing with Ant-Man is like it's a team thing, and his team didn't do well either, right? Everybody was in foul trouble. A lot of times he was on the bench, he was in foul trouble. And another thing is his ankle did. That does matter. I can't tell you his pain tolerance. I don't know that. Y'all don't know that. I know this much. He's going to rehab. He's going to recover. He's going to be back this game, right? And when it comes back, I don't want y'all jump on that train. Another thing is, Reese, we think that he's really, really good, correct?
Reese is a good player.
Come on, dog. You 0 for 11 from 3?
Yeah, I've seen him up and down too. Shady, trust me.
Hold on.
I've been where you've been. Like, I'm looking at their talent, and I'm like, why don't you guys play up to your talent? I'm so glad I'm not there now.
It's a basketball game. There's a lot of foul trouble, a lot of fouls. A lot of players didn't play because of that, right? Now you can't be as aggressive. I'm just telling you what the facts are.
I know, but foul trouble's been a problem for them consistently.
You're right. I'm not going to make a case for the Timberwolves like it's my team or nothing like that. All I'm saying is when I watch the team, I love the matchups defensively, right, on both sides. And I think that they have enough to beat the Timberwolves. I mean, they have enough to beat the Thunder. And, like, to be honest, the Thunder play hard on defense. They play hard and they fast, they run. But, like, that stuff don't impress me like that, like it impress y'all.
But the Thunder, though, that's what they do, though. They get teams in foul trouble. They attack that basket. The Nuggets are still complaining about fouling Shea. They're still complaining about the foul. He was doing the same to the Nuggets. So I hear you saying foul trouble, but they put people in foul trouble with how aggressive they are, Shady.
Did you see how tough it was to score when Rudy was in the game, in that paint?
I agree Rudy was a big blow loser, but it's not going to change the way they play.
But I'm saying, when he went out the game, now everything's at the cup. Reverse layups, all that. So I hear what y'all saying, but I can see the other side of this thing goes. It's one game.
Oh, I know. I'm not in the panic mode.
If it was an outlier, for example,
I have a bad take. Don't throw me away.
It's not that. But if a quarterback who throws interceptions, then we're going to say, well, that quarterback does what he always does. Shady, you know this. I'll speak your language most fluently. If you got a running back who has fumbling issues, and in the first series he fumbles, I have to panic more because he's known for having fumbling issues. Gobert gets in foul trouble. That's what he does. Against the Mavericks, Luka, you're getting him in foul trouble. McDaniels gets in foul trouble. That's what he does. So while it is just one game, it is a sign of what these people genetically, based upon their basketball type, what they continuously do. That's why I'm not necessarily overreacting, but I do have a heightened sensitivity to watching them do what they always do. I wasn't surprised Gobert got 2 quick fouls. That's what he does.
Yep.
Cat tonight, he gonna get in foul trouble. Because Karl Anthony Towns gets in foul trouble. That's just what he does. Like, dumb players do dumb things. Also, great players do great things. But speaking of
Go ahead.
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.